Hi, I'm gonna get started. Welcome. And let's see, before I come sitting on this, if you have a block, um, I want you to consider using it right now in the beginning. So you could have the block on the lower height of the block or maybe this medium height. If when you come sitting on the block, it doesn't feel quite right because, I don't know, maybe it's uncomfortable or maybe you need more height, then you could take a blanket or a towel and fold it so that it's almost the same size as the block. And you could use that here like this. So here's a suggestion for you for today to begin. But then, of course, if it doesn't work for you, you can do whatever you like. And then with the block, please come, if you can, into sitting in Virasana. I really like Virasana position. This is the folded leg position and the something under your buttocks. You could also sit with your legs closer and then sit up on your feet. So that would be without the block under you. But I like this for pregnancy because when the legs are the same from left to right, then the pelvis is has more of an opportunity to be even and aligned. So when your legs are crossed, one leg is always lower, one is higher. So then that's not quite the same in the pelvic region. And in pregnancy, because the baby's there and the placenta and so much change in the body, it's nice to do things in yoga that are even from the right side of your body to the left. And for fertility, this is a nice pose for you also. I mean, of course, it's a wonderful pose for everyone if you can fold your legs like this. But it's nice because it can help soften and relax the belly. It can aid in digestion. And sometimes we have problems with digestion because we have compression here, or it's congested here, or I mean, there's lots of reasons, but sitting like this can help this area be spacious. And in general, it's considered to be a good position for digesting your food or even eating this way. I know in places like Japan and other places in the world, the traditional way of sitting is this way on the floor. Okay, so all that said is to help you come into a sitting position right now to begin class. And I hope you've gathered whatever you have for your practice, whatever kind of props or pillows and things. I hope you have them. If not, just grab them when you need them or improvise. And also feel free to play music if you like. And if you don't know already, I do have a playlist on my Instagram on the bio part. If you scroll down to the bottom, there's some music that I think is really nice for practicing. And it's all free. Also today I wanted to tell you about this. I just bought this. It is actually a natural sheepskin. It's from Australia and so nice to sit on for your yoga practice in the beginning when we sit, or if you're practicing meditation, really nice to sit on something organic and natural fibers like this. But also, this is a wonderful thing to put in your crib when you have your baby, or even in the car seat. Really nice. And I bought this one at Bed Bath and Beyond, which if that's in your area, then it's great. You can grab one. They often have like coupons for 20% off you can get. But also I've seen these in the past and bought them actually in the past at IKEA. And I also have a very big one that's from Costco. So I just wanted to suggest this to you for both your own personal practice of yoga and meditation, but also for your baby. So nice for a baby to be on this. And I generally just wash them in the washing machine or hand wash. They change a little, but it's natural fiber. So anyway, that's my suggestion. All right, so then come sitting tall and upright, lengthening the torso from feeling first the lower torso and lifting upwards from there. Please broaden your collarbones, draw the shoulders down your back. And as much as you can, keep trying to lift your collarbones upwards. And the lift will come from below, but then also from the upper part of the body. Then extend your arms out to the sides, rotate your arms open so that your upper arms are really rotating from the inside towards the outside. This will help you open your shoulders. It'll help you broaden your chest and your upper back. It'll help you also lift your chest upwards more. And one reason that you want a lifted chest is because then you're not compressing the torso or the spine. You're not like giving into gravity and just everything sinking towards the ground or towards the pelvic floor. But also you want to have lifted and open chest so that you can breathe more freely because your lungs are here in the upper part of your breast, especially in late pregnancy because of the fullness of your baby and the placenta. Then everything and the organs moving, everything is kind of pushed around, and you need to be able to access the upper part of the lung so you can breathe more freely and fully. But this is good for all of us at any time. So I hope you still have your arms extended and that you're working on lifting the torso and feeling the opening in your chest. Reach out through the fingertips. Don't let your fingers touch the floor. Let your arms extend away enough so the fingers are free to fully extend. Pull your fingers apart. Turn your palms towards the space behind you. Relax your legs. Drop your buttocks. Lift your chest. And then bring your hands around in front of you in namaste position, and you can close your eyes from top to bottom. Please feel right now the outline shape of you in your sitting position, the outline, that outer edge of you, and then feel what's within that outline edge, you, your body, your baby. And also let your awareness extend beyond the outline. So it's not just the outline of you and then what's within, but actually you radiate beyond this like physical line of the body. There's more to you than that. And we can see this on certain kind of machines that are able to view like this aura, the energy, the warmth of you as energy, as a life force. There's more to you than just the edges of your skin. So just let your awareness extend a little bit outwards from your outline shape, as well as all the way inward. Breathe freely. And then I'm going to chant the primal sound of Om, and you can join me if you like. It's just one time on the exhalation. To begin this, inhale. Om. Lower your head, take your hands down, palms up over your legs, and keeping your torso upright, then now inhale and lift your head up. You can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. Take your hands on your thighs if you're sitting like me, or the lower legs if you're cross-legged, and inhale and just draw your whole torso forward, and exhale and draw the whole torso back. So I usually say to do this where you're drawing your shoulder blades, your chest forward, and your shoulder blades, your chest back as the way that you're generating the movement. But today I want you to feel the whole backside of you moving forward and the whole backside of you moving back, inhaling and exhaling. And please go at your own pace. You'll notice that your neck and your head also move because of the movement of your trunk. So just let the neck and head just be at ease, and let it like kind of move with the natural movement it wants to make because of the flowing direction of the torso, of the trunk. You can close your eyes all the way, relax your face, relax your eyes. And if you want, you can focus your attention on the third eye as you move forward and back. And you could also, at the same time, or instead of the third eye, you could focus on your sternum chest, that heart center. So either both of those areas or one. Keep moving, keep breathing. Just keep going. Let your body be at ease, allowing yourself to move, and perhaps now it feels a little easier to move. Keep your chest lifted, keep the torso long. Don't strain your low back at all, or your back waist. Then now come to the center of where you are and inhale long, slow, and deep through the nose if you can. And then keep the chest lifting and exhale out your mouth with a ha. And then again, inhaling and exhaling. And once more, eyes can be open or closed. Inhale. And then exhale. Please sit where you are. You can have your eyes closed or a little bit open and feel the body, feel the stillness, feel the flow of movement, circulation going on in your body. Or maybe you can't feel that, and that's okay. But do feel the body and be aware of the breath and notice the quietness, the settling down that's happening within the mind. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. You could also change your leg position if this is bothering you at all. But then when you're ready, extend your arms at your sides and raise your right arm up overhead. So then extend your arms outwards towards the fingers. So the hand on the floor, have you just your fingertips there and reach out through the fingertips of your right hand. Let your right buttocks descend. Let it really drop down and lengthen that right side of the rib cage, that whole right side of the torso. The left side too, but it should feel stronger on the right side. And then extend over towards your left. So the head on the floor should just adjust so that you can easily keep that left side of your body long by using your left hand on the floor, helping you get the lift. Reach your right arm up and over. So it's not to make like a C shape with your torso, but you're extending on this diagonal line over to the left. And as you reach your right hand up towards the left side of you, towards like the ceiling, the wall over there on the left, high up, drop the right buttock more. So it wants to lift, so drop it down, drop the right thigh, extend the torso, lengthen through the right arm and the right fingers, and then you spinal twist. Turn the torso upwards towards the ceiling. So a lot of this is subtle movement, but it's deep movement, right? So you're lengthening a lot and working on that. And one way to help you get more length in the torso is to drop the right buttocks, to make the right leg heavy, not forgetting to extend the left side of the body, and then reach through the right arm long, relax the shoulders away from the ears, down your back, and turn the torso, turn your neck and head all the way. See if you can have your chin align with your right shoulder. Breathe normally. Be aware of your breathing. And then when you're ready, inhale. And inhale will help to lift you up and out without strain. So inhaling, reaching up with the right arm all the way up and out, and then let your arms hang at your sides. So be here in the middle, eyes open or closed, and feel the right side of the body, and then feel the left, your right and your left, and notice the difference. Even with that was just like 30 seconds really, or maybe a little longer of being in that position. Extend the torso more upright, soften your belly, so don't grip it in towards the spine. Let your buttocks drop, let your legs drop, raise the left arm up, and then really extend out through both arms, trying not to lift your shoulders upwards towards the ceiling, but keeping the shoulders descending, but extending through the arms. So I'm showing you this because it seems like a simple movement, and in a way it is, but the extension of your arms will help you lengthen your torso, and we all need more length and space and extension in the trunk. Because mostly in life, because of gravity, because of daily tasks, we're kind of compressing the spine. And in pregnancy, this is exacerbated. And if you're working with fertility, you want to create space and room and expansion and openness and softness. It's true for pregnancy also, all of those things. So now your arms are extended, shoulders descending, extending the torso, drop your left buttock and extend over to the right. So again, it's really over to the right. Maybe if there's a wall there, it's like the top of the wall. If it's a ceiling, over there to your right, it's way up over there to the on the ceiling. Drop the left buttock, the left thigh, lift the rib cage and the chest, lift your collarbones, adjust the hand on the floor as you need to. Descend your shoulders, then turn the torso strongly from right to left. So feel the bones of your rib cage and let the bones of your rib cage really turn. And then turn your neck and head. So the neck and head is different from turning, of course, turning the bones of the rib cage, but it's different than the torso. The torso rotating and then your neck and head. And without straining your neck, try to turn your head all the way, looking towards the left upper arm. Breathe normally and with awareness. For the last few seconds, reach long through that left arm. Drop the left buttock, drop the shoulders. Be aware of your breath, and then inhale. When you're ready, inhale to come up and out and be here in the middle. Hands, palms down on the thighs. You can close your eyes. Be aware of your shoulders. Be aware of the upward lift of the torso from the work that you were just doing, and relax. And observe the power and the strength of your own body when you apply this kind of effort to yourself for your better well-being and for the well-being of your baby. To continue, you can keep your eyes closed, but and if you need to move your legs, go ahead. I think just one more here with this leg position if you want to stay. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, take your arms overhead. So similar kind of action, and perhaps this feels easy to do now. I don't know. It's actually very deep. It might be too much to interlace your fingers like this, so you could have your hands separate. It might be too difficult to straighten your arms all the way, but do the best you can to elongate the upper arms and elongate the forearms. Keep the fingers deeply interlaced and try to press the center of your palms towards the ceiling above. And as you lengthen your arms and lift the palms upwards, drop your buttocks down. So the buttocks descending, the shin bones descending. Lift the rib cage, lift the collarbones. Be here. Let your chin be down a little so the back of your neck is long. Inhale through the nose if you can. Then exhale out the mouth and extend your arms to the sides. And all the way down. So take a few moments. You can sit here. And drop your right shoulder to your right ear. When you're ready to inhale, keep breathing, but then when you're ready to inhale to come out, you do inhale to the center and exhale in the center. Keep breathing freely and then drop your head the other way. Let the head be heavy and keep the lift in the torso that hopefully is to some degree naturally occurring, that there's a strong lift and there's not as much effort on your part to keep that lift. And then let the head be heavy so that the neck opens more. And when you're ready to come out, use the inhalation to lift the head. And then exhale in the center and keep breathing. Come forward as soon as you're ready to. I'm just going to turn to the side, but you don't have to do that. So coming forward, stretch one leg back. So the hands are underneath the shoulders more or less, firm, long arms. The right leg is extended. Tuck the toes under a lot and press the heel away from you. So hopefully you feel this at least a little bit in the calf, but also that you're feeling the muscle in that right leg engage, the muscles engage. Press your hands into the floor to lift your chest a little more and look slightly forward. But keep reaching long through that right leg because the leg is not weight bearing at all right now. So it's great practice to really engage the muscles there so that they strengthen and there's no strain on your torso at all because the legs are not bearing any weight, but it's engaged. Then raise the right leg up just to about the height of your buttocks, not any higher, otherwise it shortens your low back on that right side. And then you can just be here. If you're late in pregnancy, press the foot into the wall. That's a little better. That support will be nice for you. You can still work the leg just as much and get just as much out of the muscular work, but you have the support of pressing into a wall. Keep your hands on the floor or extend the left arm forward in front of you. So this is a nice diagonal extension through the torso. Try not to grip the belly too much, but you can notice that the muscles are engaging there. Extend out through all three limbs that are extended. And breathe normally, look slightly forward, be here, and then you can go ahead and release. And right away, stretch the left leg back, or the other leg if you're doing the left one before. So reach out through the heel, tuck the toes under. Sometimes you need to do that more than once. Here, let me see. If you tuck it under again right now, then maybe there's more of the foot on the floor. That would be good because it's both stretching and opening the foot, but also helping you lengthen more through the calf. And this is good if you've been having any kind of calf cramping. Of course, it would be good. But there may be other things you need to do for cramping in your calves for pregnancy. Okay, so then from here, if you want, you can raise the left leg up. Or you could also keep it on the floor. Flex the foot a lot. And I didn't say before, but rotate at least a little bit that left thigh inward. And mostly what I want you to think about is that left inner thigh is lifting upwards towards the ceiling. Some amount, because that will help you keep your pelvis in the right alignment. Hands on the floor, or raise the right arm in front of you. Pull the fingers apart, really of both hands, even if they're on the floor. Extend out through the right arm, the left leg. The left arm also is long. Look slightly forward. Try to breathe normally and really extend and lengthen and feel this, feel how this is for you in your own body right now today. And then go ahead, you can lower your limbs back down to the ground and take a moment and sit back on your heels. So generally, if you're sitting back on your heels just from doing a pose like that, I suggest that you sit up on something, but you don't have to. If it's comfortable to sit on your heels, go ahead, you can. Otherwise, sit on a few things. If you can't sit like this, then just choose another way to sit just for a few moments. So from this side view, you're keeping your shoulders up from your pelvis. Take your hands in front of you, interlace your fingers the other way from how they were last time, and press your palms forward and take your arms up. And then if this is too much, you can just take your arms shoulder width apart or even wider than shoulder width. And from here, please drop your, something like dropping or descend the back waist over your buttocks so that more of your buttocks is sitting down or dropping down, and then lift the rib cage up. Because I don't want you to practice increasing your lumbar curve. So of course the lumbar does curve and you can keep that, but don't increase it. And I say that because as the arms go up, we're tight in the shoulders, the upper body. So we tend to do the movement from the low back. So be here best you can, look forward in front of you about eye level, let the legs descend, lift through the rib cage, stretching your armpit area here, the sides really of the armpit. It's so healthy, it can help prevent depression. It's very uplifting. There's an uplifting feeling that comes to the mind when we stretch strongly the sides of the armpit area. So go for that. And then to come out of this, inhale first through the nose or the mouth if you need to. Then exhale and expand outwards. And your arms can hang, they can dangle down from the shoulders, or you could take your hands to your thighs. Close your eyes. Breathe on your own. Let yourself keep the sitting position that you're in, but relax all the way. To continue on, come lying on your side, and if you're in a place where your mat is very firm because it's on hardwood floor or something, then you could take a blanket and cover your mat. I'm not going to do that because I'm here on carpet, which actually works well in case you have carpet. Carpet isn't bad. If you have a good mat over it, it can be quite even. So I'm going to show on one side, and you can either ignore it when I say right or left, or you can do exactly what I'm saying. So you're sitting on one end of your mat, more or less, with your legs, just some simple position bent. And then with your left hand on the floor, notice that there's the left side of your rib cage or the side seam of your clothing that you're wearing. And I want you to try to extend that in a nice long line out from the hip on that left side. So you're coming to lying down on your side. And if you can stretch your left arm overhead and have your ear on the left upper arm and lay down like this, please do, at least just for a moment. I want you to feel the side of your body on the floor and your armpit, some part there, and the upper arm and the arm in general, and walk the left fingers away from you, trying to keep the left hand aligned with your left shoulder and your left shoulders aligned with your pelvis, that left side of your hip, that center of the left pelvis. So you're not leaning forward at all, because you get more of a stretcher, which is good. And then bend the left arm and take your hand behind your ear, like this, on your head behind your ear. Now, if you can't do this, you could grab some blankets or some pillows and put them underneath your head so that you have support here. Because this is the position. The head is up, the left arm is bent, the elbow is extending straight out from the armpit shoulder area. There's probably a lift there in that outside of the, I know it's funny to say the word armpit, we hardly say that word, but anyway, you can press that area down to the floor, even though generally it doesn't touch, but you want to try to be really long and let that left elbow extend out from the shoulder, not forward, because then you won't be getting the nice opening in the upper back and shoulder area that would be great for you to get right now. And then the legs are bent here any amount. So the legs are comfortable. It shouldn't be strenuous. And then the torso is long. You can feel that left side of the rib cage body on the floor. And then bend the right leg in towards the body, and you can hold on to the leg on the, behind the knee, or you could hold the shin here and draw it in. So there's a little bit of work of the right arm to draw that right leg in, but also let gravity help you, and let that right leg fall in towards the body. Like let it be heavy, soften the spot or the area where the right thigh meets the torso, the hip there. So when you soften that folded area, right, the upper leg where it meets the trunk, if you soften there, the leg will fall more. You can rotate that right foot a few times in one direction and then the other. It's really good for that ankle. And using some arm strength again, try to draw that right arm and the right arm. Yeah, the right arm, but the right leg in. And I want to point out to you that this is a squatting position. It's just that you're on your side. This could be a position for giving birth, at least some of the time. I mean, your left arm is probably not going to be under your head like in this position, exactly like this, but this side lying with the legs spread. I want you to feel in with your mind, with your attention, your pelvic floor, and try to relax the whole pelvic floor region. It should likely feel very exposed right now. Please try to feel safe with that, and especially if you're alone, that I'm hoping that'll be pretty easy for you to do. And so here you are. And then to deepen this, take your right arm on the inside of the right leg and grab the big toe with your pointer and middle finger. And the thumb presses into the big toe thumbnail or toenail. Okay, so if you can't do this, then you need to use a belt, wrap it around your foot, and then raise the right leg up. So maybe you don't have a belt, and maybe you can't reach your hand to the thumb, the hand to the big toe. I'm thinking that my big toe is a thumb right now. Okay, so maybe that's not possible. So you could just hold on here, kind of hold the leg up in some way. I don't want you to grip your belly, and I would like you to try to straighten the leg any amount that you can without gripping hard in the belly area here. So a belt would be great if you can't draw it all the way up because it's hard to hold out here, but just in some way, find a way to try to either fully straighten that right leg or all the way. Left leg's on the floor, let it be at ease. If the leg is all the way straight, either because you can hold your foot or your toe or the strap, draw the right leg without strain towards the right shoulder. And breathe freely. Reach out through the right heel. Even if the leg is bent, reach out through the right heel. Drop the right thigh into the hip socket. Even with legs bent, the right thigh is descending to some degree. Even if you can't feel the movement, you could visualize the right leg is staying hooked into the hip socket and you're extending the right leg up towards the right heel. Breathe freely, relax the belly, and then you can bend the leg and take it down to the ground. From here, use your right arm to help lift you up all the way up to sitting. And from here, come first to the center of your mat and stretch your legs out in front. So this is Dandasana. This is a position where you're sitting on the floor, legs are extended out in front of you, outer feet, the pinky toe sides of your feet, and your outer hips are aligned or even wider. And then, or if you can, not for pregnancy or not for after first trimester, you could take your feet all the way together, legs all the way together. Otherwise, I suggest outer feet, outer hips aligned, fingertips on either side of you. Press your fingertips down to help you lift your chest and extend your torso. Extend out through the legs, descend your thighs towards the floor, reach out through the heels. Oh, I think you can't see my toes. Okay, it's okay, you can't see my feet. And then relax the shoulders, lift the collarbones. Then you can relax a little and come over to the other side or the other edge or turn around. Bend your legs, the right hand's on the floor, but note either by touching the side seam of your clothes or just feeling the rib cage there. And as you walk your right hand out, try to be very long, maybe longer this time on the side, and come laying down on your side. Make sure the right hand is extending out from the shoulder, not forward at all, and be as long as you can on that side of the body that's on the floor and try to press into the floor any amount. right? You're pressing down, feeling the support of the floor, feeling that lengthiness of that whole right side of you. And then your left hand can come to the floor to help you lift up, and take your left hand, to support the head behind the ear, or use the blankets, whatever you're using. And be here and take some time to maybe adjust that right elbow, the right upper arm back a little, because it tends to come forward, and see if you can drop that right armpit down towards the ground and let the whole right side, right arm press into the floor. Turn your head a little bit, and I didn't say this before, but you look a little bit over towards the left. Relax the neck and let your head release into whatever it's touching. For me, it's my hand. Draw the left leg in. You can hold on to it wherever you want, and let the leg be heavy. Use some arm strength to draw that left leg way, way in. You can rotate the ankle a few times in each direction. So even though you're working a bit with the leg now, make sure the right side of the body is pressing down. Breathe normally. Let the crease where the left thigh meets the torso, let that area soften, and feel that left leg move into the body more. It's not a lot, it's like maybe 1 millimeter of movement, but feel that release. Feel your pelvic floor. Allow yourself to be relaxed in that area. Soften, let go. It's your beautiful body, which I know that we're not always told we're so beautiful everywhere, but it's really incredible. It's miraculous that we are born and that we have these bodies, and we grow and we do these things, and then we also can create life and give birth. Take your arm on the inside, grab the big toe, use your strap, whatever you can, and straighten the leg any amount that you can. First it straightens, reach out through the heel. Even if it's bent, you're reaching out through the heel. Draw the thigh into the hip socket there. Any amount, draw that left foot towards the left shoulder, opening up. Let yourself stretch and open, right? Let the leg stretch and open. Let the right side of the body be firm on the ground. Let your head be firm into what it's touching. Draw the left leg up and over towards the head, towards the shoulder. And then just keep breathing freely, but then we need to come out. So come all the way out and take your left hand to the floor when you're ready, and come around. And this time, come all the way around onto your hands and knees. So as soon as you can, straighten the arms, round your low back, drop your head, come into cat pose, then inhale, lengthen forward and up into cow. So you're flexing your spine differently now. You're stretching it the other way from the sides of the body. Now the front and back of the body is moving. Try to move with the breath, exhaling in, inhaling, opening up, lifting your chin and your chest. This is a wonderful practice to do. Actually, most of these that we're doing in early labor, like a simple practice. Flexing the spine like this is great. What we were just doing could be good. I mean, this is early labor. Keep going. Okay, then inhale, look up. Stretch, open up. Eyes can be closed. Even if you're looking up, eyes can be closed. And then exhale, round in. Keep breathing. Come back to neutral position. Neutral position with the spine. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees off the floor. Push back into downward dog. So press your palms down. So let your fingers be a little light if you can. Press the palms down and extend your arms, lifting your shoulders away from the floor. So that might be tricky to do, or tricky to figure out. You want to draw your upper arms into the shoulder sockets. And that'll help you lift your shoulders like a little bit away from the floor. Release your neck and head, but the shoulders are drawing up, kind of upwards towards your waist. You can bend your legs now a little bit, please, and then lift the buttocks higher because the legs are bent. And then to straighten the legs, elongate the calves, pressing the heels towards the floor, and draw the thighs up into the hip sockets. Rotate your thighs inward. So best you can, long extended arms and legs, noticing the arms moving into the shoulder sockets, noticing the thighs moving into the hip sockets, and at the same time you're pressing your palms firmly into the ground and trying to lower your heels towards the ground. It's a lot, it's deep. Then go ahead, take your knees to the floor, and you can grab a blanket or a block, whatever you'd like. Sit back on your heels or put something underneath your buttocks, even a bolster, and then put something underneath your head. Relax your arms 100%. So arms are not at all holding you up. Let your face soften. Breathe freely. Okay, good. Then take your hands to the floor and push up using your arms and come up. So then now, please, if you happen to have a wall, easy for you to use, please use a wall like I have over here set up with that mat. It's just like an added extra support, which it also can deepen it. Oh, let me see. I'll show you here without the wall, then I will do it at the wall. So let's see. You take your block. If you have blocks, that would be great. It's helpful. Take them to the middle height, and then I want you to extend one leg back. So as if you had a wall. Like I'm showing here, but what it would be is that the heel is pressing into the wall as you're here in this position. And then once you get that alignment, I want you to bend the opposite leg, I'll say, so that this leg is bent, and then stretch that other leg back. And if you find that the blocks are too low, if you have blocks, they could go higher. It actually kind of deepens it if you go higher. So, okay, so that's what I want to show you, but it's over here. I'm going to be over here. So, use your blocks if you can. It's a little trickier on the floor. But you could use the floor, and you could also use a chair. So let's see. I want you to stretch the right leg. Is that true? Yeah, go ahead and stretch the right leg back. It doesn't really matter. So stretch the right leg, press the heel into the wall if you have it. Otherwise, you're tucking your toes under like we did earlier. And extend your arms, lift your chest, really elongate that right leg, pressing the heel away, tucking the toes under a lot. And then you can relax the right knee to the floor and take the left foot to the floor. The left foot's under the left knee, best you can. It can be super wide. It can be even on the outside of the block, especially for later or middle to later pregnancy. Then straighten the right leg. So here you are. I am going to show like this. So the foot's on the outside, but it could be in between the two blocks with the hands shoulder width. You can take the blocks to a higher height. Reach out through that right leg a lot. Press the heel into the wall. If you have the wall, it's a great resistance there. You could even use just the edge of the counter or something. It doesn't have to be a wall. Okay, so press the left foot into the floor and bend the left leg. Let the left thigh be aligned with the floor, so the feet have to be far enough away from each other. Press the left heel into the wall a lot. Lift the ribcage and the chest. Lift the collarbones up as the shoulders descend, and then really extend that right leg and lift the right inner thigh upwards towards the ceiling. So the right leg, the straight leg, that inner thigh is lifting upwards towards the ceiling. Lift the collarbones. So this is variation of Virabhadrasana 1. Then go ahead, take the right knee to the floor, both legs to the floor, but right away, stretch the left leg back. So you can keep the blocks on the high height, or if your hand's on the floor, it's fine. Stretch the left leg a lot. Feel what it's like. It probably feels super light. So you just have that left leg straight there. The right knee still on the floor. If your wrists are bothering you, you could be on your fists or something. Press the left heel into the wall a lot. Extending that left leg, getting the muscles to work in that left leg. It should feel good. It may feel like a lot, but it should feel good. The legs actually do so much for us in our lives. And sometimes we focus on them in life, but sometimes they're just kind of this ignored area. Okay, so then bend the left leg just so that you can set up the right leg somewhere on the inside of the block or the outside. And then when you're ready, you tuck the left toes under and straighten that leg and press the heel into the wall. So here you are, both inner thighs, lengthen them away from each other. Press the right foot into the floor firm, press the left heel into the wall firm. Lift the ribcage and the chest, lift the collarbones up a lot. So also the foot could be way out on the outside. Be here. I know it's slow, and I know it's deep. Press the right inner foot down. Bend the right leg. Straighten the left leg more. Lift the left inner thigh up. Lift the collarbones up even more. Breathe normally. And then go ahead. You can take the knee to the floor, the leg down. Take a moment, sit back on your heels, and just do some rotation like this of your wrists, both directions, and then shake it out a little. Just let go. Let it go. Okay. I'd love to do more of that, and maybe we will in another class, but I want you to take that principle of that and we'll do a little flow. Let me see, I'm going to be over here. Blocks on the high height if you want to use blocks. And then stand feet together or slightly apart. Lift the rib cage and the chest. And then bring your hands together in front of your chest. And it's okay, you can't see all of me when I raise my arms up, etc. From here, inhale, raise your arms up. You can look up, open up, keep breathing, stretch your arms wide. And then draw your hands together back in front of the body. Bend your legs and come down into a standing forward bend, hands wide. Straighten your legs, you can keep them bent. Open your chest forward. From here, you lower the blocks if you're using them and step yourself back into downward dog. Remembering how we did this earlier, extend through the limbs, connecting the arm and thigh joints into their sockets, extending the hands and feet down. Then take your time, raise the right leg up any amount that you can, bend the right leg and take it on the inside or the outside of the right hand, blocks to the high height. Be in this position right now that you were just in a moment ago, but without the wall. Though, I can say that if the wall is there, go ahead. You can also use the wall. You can be near the wall with this one, with this whole flowing sequence. From here, go ahead and take your time and come all the way up to standing, hands to the waist. Bend the forward leg, straighten the back leg a lot. Extend your arms forward and all the way up. Breathe freely, look up, open your chest, separate your hands so they're wider than the shoulders. Keep breathing. As you're ready, lengthen forward. Take your hands down to the ground, whatever your ground is, blocks or the floor. Come back into downward dog. Extend fully. Lift the fingertips if you can to press the palms down more. Then take your knees to the floor. Bend your arms by your side, sweep your face, your chest in between your hands, and lift your torso forward and up in variation of upward dog. Then take your pelvis back over your knees, tuck the toes under, come into downward facing dog. Raise the left leg up. Keep breathing, and then as you can, bend the left leg and take your foot in between your two hands or on the outside of the left hand. And then come all the way up to standing Virabhadrasana 1. Bend the left leg, straighten the right leg. Draw that right inner thigh upwards towards the ceiling. Extend your arms forward and all the way up. Separate your hands wider than your shoulders. Breathe, lift your chest. You can look up if you have the balance. Reach out through that right leg. Press the right heel into a wall or as if there's a wall there. Keep breathing. Lengthen yourself forward. Take your hands down, back to downward facing dog. Knees to the floor. Bend your arms, sweep your face, your chest in between your hands, lift your torso forward and up, pelvis over the knees. With the toes tucked under, come to downward dog. From here, bend your legs and walk your feet in towards your hands. Bend your legs again to come all the way up to standing. Extend your arms overhead, look up, and bring your hands together in front of the body. Again, inhaling your arms up, then just keep breathing freely. Come forward as your hands come down to the front of the body, bending the legs, drop your head, hands to the ground, whatever the ground is. Lengthen the front of the body forward, so you're in a forward bend, but the front of the body's long. Then step back into downward dog. Raise the right leg up, bend the right leg, take it to the position for Virabhadrasana 1. Come all the way up to standing, hands to the waist. With a lift in your chest and your shoulders staying over your pelvis, extend your arms forward and up. You can look up. Bend the forward leg, straighten the back leg, lengthen forward, take your hands down, step back into downward dog. Knees to the floor. You can take your hands to the floor if you want, otherwise keep them on the blocks as you bend your knees, bend your arms, and sweep your face, your chest in between your hands and come forward and up. No low back pain. Lift the chest and descend the shoulders. Draw your pelvis forward without strain. Draw your sacrum forward. Then draw your pelvis over your knees, tuck the toes, downward dog. Raise the left leg up, Bend the left leg into the body, foot to the floor between the hands or on the outside of the left hand, hands to your waist, be here. Draw that outer left hip back, the right hip forward. Keep your shoulders over your pelvis, bend the forward leg and straighten the back leg. Extend your arms forward and all the way up. You can look up in between your hands, open your chest, broaden your collarbones. Keep breathing freely. Then reach forward, take your hands down, come back into downward dog. Press your palms into the ground, lengthen through your fingers towards the fingertips, and try to lift the fingers off the ground. Then relax the fingers down, still keep the palms firm, knees to the floor. Bend your arms, sweep your face, your chest in between your hands, lift your chest forward and up, draw your pelvis back over your knees, tuck the toes, and lift up into downward dog. Then bend your legs and walk in towards your hands. Bend your legs a little as you draw your palms together in front of the body and straighten your legs as you come standing straight up. Extend your arms overhead, look up, breathe freely, and then draw your palms together overhead and pull your hands down the center of your body towards your heart center. And then relax your arms at your sides. From here, come around and I'd like you to take a supported back bend. So if you have a block, what am I saying? If you have a bolster, please take it. And if you have a couple bolsters, you might want to stack both of them up. If you have a block and just one bolster, you could take a block on the medium height and take the bolster over it so you have more of an angle. If you're later in pregnancy, you need more height. So you could take blankets folded over this also. If you use blankets to create more height, please fold the blankets so that they're the same width as the prop you're using as the bolster. You could, but anyway, gather what you can so you have some height for your backside for the back bend. I'm going to use this sheepskin today to cover the prop. And then this one is for just folding this blanket so that, you can see how it's folded here, so that the folded edge is there facing the center of the props. And this folded edge here, this folded side, is for the curve in the back of my neck. And this other side here is more open, so that's at the top. So I wanted to tell you that you could have various leg positions in this today. So since we practiced Virasana a few times, if you're able to take Virasana, please do. And so that would be that your toes, when they touch, they're going to touch the outer sides of your props. So that's how wide, that's how far away you need to be from the props. The feet are wider than the hips. You take your hands behind the knee caps and pull the flesh away, and you sit down in between your 2 feet in front of your prop. If it's not possible, you could just straighten your legs, or you could take cross leg position with your legs. And then you could also, yeah. So then from here, I'm just going to say that you can do whatever you can so your legs are comfortable. But if you can practice this, take this one. Fingertips behind you, lift your rib cage, your chest, elongate, and come lying back over your props with the head on top of the blanket, arms at your sides. So a couple of things. It should feel comfortable. It should feel like you can be soft and relaxed in the belly and in the low back. If you have your legs crossed, like a crisscross position, that would be one leg is over the other. Then I'll let you know when you need to cross the legs the other way. You could also take, I didn't say before, but you could take Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. It's like butterfly position. But if you do that, you need to support under your thighs. And if you have more height than I have, because usually that's because you're later in pregnancy and you just need more of a lift, it feels better, then it's possible that it's bothersome to your shoulder joints when you rest your arms on the floor like this. So if that's the case, you could use blocks or some other props underneath your arms. You could use this even if you don't feel that, so that your shoulders are soft, your collarbones are broad. And so please find your position so that you can be very comfortable here, so that you can practice relaxation in this supported back bending position And that back bending position should help you feel like you're broad and long and open in the torso, that you're not feeling compressed at all, and that you're not feeling rounded in your upper back, but that you're very open and broad in the front of the body. So, working towards this, towards your position, and hopefully you're in it now or getting close to being in it. When you find the position that you can sustain, let yourself relax all the way. Let your shoulders descend more, your legs soften. Become completely still, staying completely awake but relaxed. And notice that the mind will more naturally focus on your body and your baby if you're pregnant. And that actually that feeling of descending down towards the ground, towards the earth, towards Mother Earth, is actually you just being more in your body instead of kind of floating above or not being like totally here. That the act of like being more connected to the earth below is a way that you're connecting more deeply with you. And this can be fairly easy to do during pregnancy. I mean, fairly easy is a very relative, subjective two words. But what I want to say is that, what I'm really trying to say is that when you're pregnant, you can more easily connect with your natural knowingness and intuition and connectedness to self and to nature. Mother's intuition is so accessible to you. Soften your forehead, relax your face. You can crisscross your legs the other way now if they're in the cross leg position. If you need to adjust a little bit, please do. Otherwise, just for the last minute or so, be at ease. If your legs are crisscrossed or straight or in Baddha Konasana, you could bend them so your feet are on the floor and then you can roll to the side. If you're in the position that I'm in, Virasana, take your hands to the floor by your feet. Use some arm strength to lift yourself up and then keep coming forward and stretch one leg back and then the other. And if you've rolled to your side, come all the way up to sitting. And then taking your time, everybody come to the center of your mat. And then take a blanket or the blocks are too high, but take a blanket or something to sit up on and stretch your legs out wide in your mat that you can. So now you're sitting, wide leg position. You can take your time getting here. And we're going to spinal twist. And so if you have a block, it's good. to have one behind you. So you're turning, this is my right, so I'm taking the block to behind me with my hand on the block. My left hand can be on the floor. Oh, if you have two blocks, it could be also here. So you're using the blocks to help you get a lift in the torso. So you're keeping that long upright extension, collarbones lifting, long legs, flex your feet, reach out through the heels. So the hand in the front is on the block, or it can also be on the floor. And then lift the chest even more, and then turn and twist from left to right, and turn your neck and head and look to the right. So try to keep the left side of your chest broad and open. Try not to let it turn towards the right, but more that the collarbones are broad and you're turning the rib cage from left to right and keeping your shoulders descending down your back. Turn your head, keep your legs active. Breathe normally, breathe freely, and then come back to the center. And when you go deep in spinal twist, coming back out, it feels like a long way out because it is. So then don't turn to the left very much. Just take your left hand behind you, your right hand on the floor to a block, and just feel that just with the hands in this position, you're already turning a little to the left, but don't make any effort to do that yet, just that natural movement. Then press the thighs down, extend out through the legs, draw the legs also up into the hip sockets like you've been practicing. Lift the rib cage and the chest, broaden the collarbones, and then turn the rib cage from right to left. So keep turning, 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 keeping the collarbones broad. Turn your neck and head and look to the left. Keep breathing, thighs down, chest up, reach out through the heels, pull the toes apart, be long in the torso, and turn, 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 turn without strain, but with effort. Breathing normally, breathing freely. When you're ready now, take your time, come all the way back out and around to the center. Take your hands on the inner knees, lift the knees up, and come sitting in an easy cross-leg position or some position with your legs that's comfortable for you. And then from here, you can close your eyes for a few moments. Sitting tall, relax the forehead, lift the crown of the head, the upper back part of the skull, so the back of your neck is long. Be aware of your breathing. Feel the stillness in your mind and in your body from the practice of yoga. And feel the stillness in your body and how that's allowing your mind also to be still. Be at ease. When you're ready, you can bring your hands together at your sternum chest in Namaste position. This is the end of class for now. Thank you very much. Namaste. I hope you have a good day or good evening, whatever, wherever you are and whatever time of day this is and whenever this is. Right now, I'm going to turn off the camera and drive my daughter to school because it's morning here and I have to leave here in like 5 minutes. I just share that with you just because I don't know, I'm thinking of it or just wanted to connect a little bit more with all of you women and moms. Have a great, have some great hours, right? Where if that's sleep or whatever is next for you right now. Bye.